The call came in just after 2:17 a.m. Dispatch logged it as routine. A welfare check. No screaming, no panic, just a calm, almost bored voice on the other end of the line. The caller gave an address. Dispatch paused. The address didn't make sense, not because it was incomplete, but because it had been removed from city records years earlier after a fire. The house wasn't condemned, it wasn't standing. Still, protocol is protocol. Dispatch sent the call out anyway. All available units, welfare check requested at. The dispatcher stopped mid-sentence. Her screen refreshed on its own. The address was already filled in, and every unit on the board, every single one, had just been auto-assigned. No one touched anything. At first, everything sounded normal. Unit 12 acknowledged, then Unit 7, then Unit 19. One by one, patrol cars across 3 districts responded. What stood out wasn't what they said, it was how they said it. Flat, too calm, like they were reading lines they hadn't practiced. Dispatch asked for ETAs. No one answered. Instead, the radios clicked. Open mic. Breathing came through the speakers, not panicked, not rushed, measured, like someone trying not to be heard. Before we go any further, if stories where authority breaks down and something unexplained takes over pull you in, subscribe to Nightroot Horror. These are the stories that don't make the reports. Unit 12 was the closest. Dashcam showed the street. No streetlights, no houses, just darkness and tree lines where neighborhoods should have been. The radio crackled. Dispatch, I don't think this is right. Then silence. Not static, nothing. Dispatch tried to raise them, no response. Unit 7 chimed in next. We're here too. Same address, same... He stopped. The camera audio picked up something else. Footsteps. Not outside the car. On the roof. Metal flexed. The dash cam cut. That's when the other officers realized something was wrong. They were all hearing the same thing. Not through dispatch, through their own radios. A low transmission bleeding across channels. A voice, distorted, distant, not calling for help, calling roll call. Unit numbers were spoken out of order. Some numbers hadn't existed in years. Some belonged to officers who were no longer alive. Every radio stayed open. No one responded, because no one could agree on one thing. Was the sound coming from the radios or from outside their cars? If you think there's a logical explanation, or if you think something coordinated this, hit like and tell me your theory in the comments. Stories like this don't survive without discussion. The last unit assigned was Unit 33, a veteran officer, 20 years on the force. He didn't acknowledge immediately. When he finally keyed the mic, his voice was low, controlled. Dispatch, take me off this call. Dispatch asked why. He waited, then said, because whatever's answering isn't asking for help. He described the address on his GPS. Not a house, a blank space, yet his headlights were reflecting off something tall, too narrow to be a building, too still to be a person. Dispatch ordered him to approach. He refused, officially, for the first time in his career. By sunrise, the call was gone. No incident report, no CAD record, no audio logs. Every dashcam file from that night was corrupted. Every officer involved was told the same thing. You misheard radio interference. Unit 12 transferred departments within the month. Unit 7 resigned. Unit 19 stopped responding to night shifts entirely. And Unit 33, he retired early. When asked why, he said only this: dispatch never called us. Years later, a dispatcher admitted something quietly, off the record. That number still shows up sometimes, always after 2 a.m., never with a voice, just an address field that fills itself in, and a system prompt that reads all units available, but now no one answers. If you want more stories like this, where something slips through the systems meant to protect us, subscribe to Nightroot Horror. And remember, sometimes the scariest calls are the ones no one makes. I'll see you in the next nightmare.